Hello everybody, I am Lucas from LoukasArts, and today we are looking at a dancing horse in the background there, but we are also looking at this fancy little horse stable. Ignore the pig. I was working on a pig version, but I didn't get around to that. However, it will work with pigs by designing it smaller. So what this is an automatic horse pen which will open and close as you enter and exit the pen. As you can see, the horse cannot get out, however I can very easily, and I can come back out again. All I need to do is get on my horse and give him a little jump. That will let me out of the pen. I can roam around, do my horsely deeds. I can then come back into the pen and simply just get off the horse. This will close right back up, and I can exit. However, the horse is still there. This is great because it's a very small design. As you can see, none of these blocks actually have to be here. They're not covering up any major redstone, just some holes in the ground that I was digging to make it easier to build. So it's a very small design, and it doesn't even take up that much space sideways either. Just 2 blocks this way, so you could even build another one right here. So you can build these alongside each other, and they house 1 horse each, or you could extend them even to, say, this big, and make them for multiple horses. However, I quite like this design just because it's very open, and you can see your horse well. However, he still cannot exit or enter at his own will. You need to do that for him. So just giving him a jump again will let you out, and then just getting off him will let him lock back up. So let's take a look at how this is done. I have a little horse pen in the sky here. It's very small, very easy to build, and it won't take a lot of space up as most of the redstone is hidden underground. So this is the ground level. I just put these blocks here to kind of show you what happens. So let me just trigger this myself. As you can see, the fences here lift down, so you will be able to walk across this gap. And if I just do that again, so guys, this is my horse pen in the sky. As you can see, it's a nice little design, and the reason that I built this up here is just so you can see all the redstone a little clearer. So as you can see, if I just trigger this, the fence will lift up, so let's say the horse went back in, and then when I trigger it once more, the fences will pull down, letting the horse out. So this is how it all works. It's not that difficult. All I have is on top of these fences some wooden pressure plates. I thought the wood would look quite nice in like a wooden barn-like environment. So that's why I have the wooden pressure plates, even though I do have lots of iron blocks around them. The reason I have completely surrounded this area in redstone is just so that if you may exit on the funny angle and only hit one of the pressure plates, that it would make sure it covers you for all situations. So then I have an inverter around here, so once any of these pressure plates are activated, the signal will come around here into this inverter torch, turning this redstone off. It would then turn on this torch, and then this redstone, which turns off this torch, this piece of redstone, and then goes through this pulse extender. So if you just watch that piston as will that work? Could you see if I just grab this again? The pulse is very short. As you can see, the repeater only flashed for a second, and that is because if I just remove this piece of redstone, what is happening is when this whole circuit is powered and this redstone gets powered, the redstone sends a signal through to this repeater, and then the piston extends, stopping any more power from going through. So it's very fast. So then the signal comes around here into these 2 repeaters and then these 2 pistons, and since the signal is that fast, the pistons do not have enough time to then draw them back once they come back in. So if I just do this again, you'll be able to see what I mean. So the pistons have pulled that fence back, but as you can see, if I just power this, they go up and retract so quickly that they do not get to pull this back in. So that is how that works. Now we'll get on to building it. That small circuit area here, if I just cut this out from the rest of the design, this small circuit here is known as a pulse shortener, I believe. So let me just place those pieces of redstone back in, and we will get to work on our other one at the other end. So if I just grab some iron blocks here, we will build out a base for our horse to stand on. So I'm just going to build out a small area here with some walls. So for the floor space, I recommend having a 2x2 square area. having your two pieces of fence in front of it. So let me grab this fence. It's beautiful, beautiful fence. So now we will make this 2 blocks high. The reason it needs to be this high is because the horse is not allowed to touch these pressure plates. However, when you get onto it, you are elevated because you are sat on top of the horse, and you can actually touch these with your head. That's why you need to jump when you're on the horse regularly, and when you get off of the horse, you'll actually kind of be thrown onto these pressure plates and then fall back down. So we are just going to finally finish off this last layer and fill in these fences. So next thing we are going to need is this wooden pressure plate, and we are just going to fill up this top section, then surround it with redstone, like so, and we will need a torch. So we're going to put our torch on the side of any one of these blocks. It can be any of them whatsoever, how I'm going to keep mine the same from up there. So now we want to put our next block 2 blocks down, so we have 1, 2, I'm going to place our block here, put a piece of redstone on top of that, and then a torch. Now, as we look at my original design over here, we have this leading down once more, and then we have our pulse shorter circuit. So to do that, all we need to do is, well, take it down once more, rather self-explanatory. We're just going to punch out this block, put another piece of redstone there, and a torch here. So as you can see, we are on this stage now. We just need to come down 1 more block, and we're going to do that like so, and put a piece of redstone. So now we are going to take our next block and put that here, and this is where we are going to need our first sticky piston. You'll need 3 sticky pistons for this, so nothing too major. You won't have to go and build your own slime farm just to make one of these. However, if you want to make a lot of them, I may recommend having something like that, or just going on a large slime trip. So now, as you can see, we have grabbed our repeaters, and we're going to put one of them down here. We're not going to set this to any particular length. So now we're going to put a block out like this, and a piece of redstone. As you can see here, we actually have another 2 repeaters here. So we are going to put 2 blocks like so, with our redstone, and then another 2 with our repeaters on them. So now we are going to put in our pistons. We have our first piston in here. Oops. So we need this to be at this level so the repeater is running into it. And we are going to put our second piston in, and our 2 fences on top. I actually removed those fences so it'd be easier to put those pistons in. But now that is all. Now all we need is a live horse. Let me grab a spawn egg for a horse very quickly. Here is a horse egg. And now we are going to grab a golden delicious apple. And I may actually need a special apple. Yeah, let's grab a special apple. And finally, I'll just grab a saddle to make life a little easier. So I'm going to spawn in our horse. Ooh, it's a nice brown horse. We're going to get on him. Goodbye, spawn egg. And give him this. Ooh, you don't like me, do you? Where are you? Let me give you the apple. Honestly. Why are you so annoyed? It won't let me ride him. Would you like an apple first? Now will you let me ride you? No, still not. How many apples do you want? There we go. So he's dancing with joy. Put on the saddle, and then we'll try out our new version. So I'm actually going to have to trip this first. So how I do that is just by simply using my horse. I can just hit those like that, get in, come out. As you can see, I hit my head on those pressure plates, and I can just walk out between the 2 fences. I'm not sure if this is something with the new snapshot, but I can just walk between these fences and be completely fine and not knock my head on these top 2. However, the horse's hooves, they're just way too big, and they will not fit between those small tops. So, thank you guys for watching. If you did like the video, do leave a like, it's very appreciated. And of course, subscribe for more Minecraft content. Do comment down below on what you'd like to see me make next time. But guys, that's all I have to say for this video. There's only one thing left to say. We all know that. Goodbye.